Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. Spirit gives a clear, concise message here for Aries. Don't forget to click that like button, guys, if you're new here. If you're a cross-watcher, my name is Ninja, and I'll be your reader. Just know that this is an all Aries channel. Tell me more, Spirit, what's going on here for Aries. Okay, Aries. So, let me do some verifying here. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. What's going on with that? Nine of Cups. Temperance. And the Moon. Two of Wands. Nine of Wands. In reverse, though. Aries. I am hearing somebody thought that you were going to be an easy target. You were going to be an easy target, and they were going to be able to just win and get their way. Now, you might have like a very soft exterior where you come off as being a very loving person, and this person thought, oh, okay, Aries is this loving, caring person, and I'll be able to just run all over Aries. And that's not what happened here. Now this person doesn't know what to do, and now I'm hearing they're talking about you. You know, they're trying to figure you out. They're trying to ask for advice. That's what it is. They're trying to ask for advice. This person definitely planned this out. It's like they saw you and they said, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna take Aries for a ride here. Aries is such a giving person, such a loving person. I'm just gonna take Aries for a ride. And you surprised them. The one thing that this person doesn't understand is that they're asking for advice from people who are very low vibrational, people who are very immature. They're asking for advice from people who are more like them, and they're just going to be getting the same advice that they would be given themselves. Does that make sense? So this person, they do think that they're winning. You know, they think that they're winning. The thing is that with you, you don't need anybody else. I'm hearing like you're very independent. I'm hearing that you know how to make yourself fulfilled. You know how to find joy in the little things. You know how to find joy in any kind of situation. Nothing seems to be pulling you down. Now this person wants to reach out to you. They want to try again because they got advice from somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So we got two people who don't know what they're doing but trying to do something, right? Yeah. So I'm hearing like when they thought you were going to zig, you zagged. You did the opposite. The complete opposite. You got this person sitting back. They don't know what to do about you. I'm hearing they're sitting back, and it's like the longer they sit back, the more they want to talk to you, the more they want to be in your energy, the more they want to be around you. And I'm getting, let's see. Okay. They're trying to figure you out. That's definitely. They're trying to figure you out. It's like they know that you're going to push them away. They know that you are on your own path. They know that you are paving your own path, which means you're doing things that other people have never done before, and you're doing it your way. This person wants you to like lower your guard. That's the aim here. They want to get close enough to you so that if they're in your face and you're talking to them constantly, slowly, they know that your guard would come down. They know that they'll be able to extract more information about you. You know, so it's like the closer they get to you, the more information they can get, the more leverage they'll have in your life. Things that they can use against you, or things that they can attack you with, like finding out your fears, finding out your addictions, finding out your likes and dislikes, your past history, past relationships, just information that they could use. So they could learn about you, they could figure you out. Now I see here this person, they have a mean streak in them. Very big mean streak. But they're not going to show this part to you. They show themselves to be this like pillar of the community, somebody that people look up to, somebody who people applaud for what they do. They want to show themselves to you as somebody that you could follow because they're going to lead you the right way, which is so far from the truth. This person doesn't lead anybody the right way. Okay? This person doesn't lead anybody the right way. It's because they use this as leverage to make themselves look good. So I feel like this person, they don't want you to know. Okay? They don't want you to be aware of it, but they see you as competition. There's something about you or something that the two of you have in common where this person feels like you are a competitor, but they don't want you to know that you are a competitor. Or they don't want you to know that you make them feel threatened. This is something that they're hiding. So this person might work, or maybe both of you work in a situation where you help people. Maybe you help people get out of debts, or help people to get out of it could be a debt, or it could be like a mental situation, like maybe you help people get out of depression, or you help people get out of something that brings a negative into their life, right? So it could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be spiritual, it could be any of these things, right? And you help people out of it. See, you do it because of your heart. You do it because this is part of who you are as a person. This person does it for the show. It's all a show. Everything is a show. So what I'm understanding is that the one thing that they do have right about you is that you are a very loving, caring person. But you're not a doormat. You're not somebody that's just going to let anybody come around you. You've learned your lessons. You've gone through these kinds of things before. That's one thing that this person doesn't understand. There's been others like them already in your life. You've learned how to navigate yourself and how to dodge bullets and dodge situations. You're one step ahead of them and they can't figure out how. And the fact that you've already lived life as long as you've been alive on this earth, like you have already learned, they can't even comprehend that. They can't even process that in their mind. That they're not they're not the only person in your life, You've had a life before this person even knew you. But see, people like this, they don't seem to understand that. They don't seem to understand that you've had a whole life before you met them. Because their vision is so narrow that that's all they see. They see just when you came into their life, or when they noticed you, you just existed. That's it. You didn't have anything before that. Now, there's something about you obtaining material wealth or material things, and you have things that you bought years ago, like maybe you bought an air conditioner. I'm just going to use this as an example. You bought an air conditioner 5 years ago and you still have that air conditioner, and this person's thinking in their mind like you just bought that air conditioner. Does that make sense? Like you just woke up one day and existed, and everything that you own, you just created it just right now. Right? They don't understand that it takes time to accumulate the things that you have accumulated in your life. So they're trying to like come up with something that this person is stuck in their head and they can't get out of their head. You have actually have caused this person to get trapped in their head. You know, like they're stuck in their head. They can't get you out of their head. They're trying to figure you out. I'm hearing that when this person has come toward you to debate or to cause some kind of conflict, you keep dodging them. You refuse to go through this path with them. You refuse to engage with them. And they're like, "Oh, what is this? What is this? Why is Aries like this? What is this? Why doesn't Aries want to get down to the nitty-gritty? Why doesn't Aries want to like do this tango, I guess you would say, right? Like why doesn't Aries want to do this tango with me? Because it's a waste of your time. That's why. You want to use your energy in something that's going to be more productive. Arguing with this person or conflicting with this person and going back and forth, that's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. And it's definitely not going to help them because they're never going to listen to you. And you know it. So why even go through all that frustration? You already know that if you were to engage with this person, that it would be the beginning of problems with this person because they're not going to stop. You already know. This is a path that you've already been on before. I'm hearing that you're very sensitive. You could pick up on other people's energy. And this person, they can't. They don't understand how you're doing this. Like, how are you knowing what they're full of before they even open their mouth? You already know what they're full of. And you're not going to engage. You're too sensitive. You need to keep your environment in harmony to help keep you, having the progress that you've been having. You need to make sure that you keep everything around you calm so you can stay focused on what is important and ignore what isn't important, and this person isn't important in your life, but they just can't fathom that in their head that they are not important enough for you to deal with. They're not important. The world does not evolve around them. They can't force everybody around them to do what they want them to do. And they can't understand that this is something that their mind cannot accept. So they're losing confidence. You're causing this person to lose confidence in themselves because the way that they have always been on top, the way that they have always been like the big dog, in the room was by debating and arguing and deflecting. Okay, that's another one I'm seeing here. Deflecting upon other people. This is how they stay on top. This is how they stay this person who's a pillar of the society. They use these tactics. See, and it's not working on you. In my third eye, I'm seeing like two politicians going at it, right? And one's trying to attack the other one, and it's just not working. It's just like rolling off of their back, And that's you, Aries. It's just rolling off of your back. So I don't know if you know this, but you and this person are competing for the same spot. Now, this could be a spot in a job. This could be a spot in somebody's life. It could even be politics because I'm seeing it like two candidates going at it, So maybe this is political. Could be, okay? Or this could be simply your reputation. A competition of the both of you, your reputation versus their reputation. Maybe they're even looking ahead, like, okay, I gotta crush Aries because if something comes up, I need to be able to get that position. Very well could be. Okay. I'm hearing that this person is a thief. I'm hearing that this person is a cheat. And now you got them stuck and they don't know what to do. Because they can't steal their way up. They can't cheat their way up. They can't do any of the stuff that they've been doing. None of their old tactics are working on you. And now they're stuck. They're just stuck. They can't see the near future. They can't see past their own nose. They can't see what's going on because they're so invested and so emotionally twisted about how they're going to try to trick you and cheat you and get you to engage in arguments and conflicts and trying to make people pick sides. See, nobody's picking sides right now because you won't engage. And they want people to pick sides. Because at the end of the day, they feel like it's all about who can argue the best. That's the winner. That's why I'm getting this energy of like two politicians going at it, you know? It doesn't matter who's the good one, who's the bad one. When you see two politicians going at it, it's not like, really, it doesn't matter who's good and who's bad or who has good intentions or who has bad intentions. Because in reality, it's just who can argue the best. Really, think about it, you know? And because I've seen bad politicians who were just really bad people, and they were just, I'm not going to name any names, but I saw one where one politician was just totally twisting everything around and making the other party look bad. And they were just, it was just them twisting things around and lying. Well, anyways, I'm not going to name any names, but the bad one won because it's all about who can argue the best. Who can look and portray themselves to be the more confident one and the more assertive one. And for whatever reason, people vote, right? People vote. They voted that person back in. Okay. Something like that is similar. I'm not saying that you're trying to go for some kind of political position, but I am saying that there is a position that is open or going to be opening, and this person is trying to compete with you for it. And it could be even for who's going to be the best parent. I mean, it could be anything like that, you know? Who's going to be the favorite aunt or who's going to be the favorite uncle or, you know, it could be any of these kinds of things. So just put the energy where it belongs, you know? This person wants to be included in something. You got something going on, or there's something going on around you, Aries, and this person wants to be included. They want to be part of it. They want to be part of the making of it. So if you are doing something yourself, let's say you're starting your own business, they want to be part of it so they can like say that they did something. They did this or they did that. You understand? They want to be a part of it. And they want to fight with you to be a part of it. Even if they're not physically a part of it, they want to make it appear like they are to the people who are around y'all. They want everybody to see them and think that they're part of it. All for the purpose so they can take credit. They want to take credit for things. That's what it is. They want to take credit. We got the sun coming out. Woo, we got the sun and death at the same time. Now, with the sun energy, this very well could be about relationships, okay? About you and this person competing for somebody's attention or relationship or something like that. Like your child's other parent, you know, that kind of thing. Well, I will tell you something with this, what I'm seeing here, something's about to be put out into the open. Something's about to be exposed about this person. Okay, something is about to unfold, and I'm hearing that it's going to unfold in the best way for you, Aries, where you're going to be the one that's going to be coming out in the light as the good one. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to be very happy how things turn out here. And how it's going to happen is I'm seeing things are going to be brought up in conversations. Like people are going to be talking and people are going to be saying, hey, I saw this, I know this, and it's going to come out that way where people are going to be talking among each other because that's what people do, right? People are going to be talking among each other and they're going to come up to this conclusion. And when they come up to this conclusion, I'm hearing that everything's going to come out into the open of who's the aggressor. And once this happens, there's going to be an ending with the death card. An ending. But with the sun card, I'm hearing there's going to be an opportunity to this. See, this person was trying to create an opportunity for themselves. They don't realize they're actually creating an opportunity for you. I'm hearing this is the last thing that this person expected that would happen. There's going to be a positive change here, Aries. And it's gonna be something in your life, a positive change in your life where people are going to be seeing you differently. They're going to be viewing you in a very positive way. Somebody here might work in photography. You might have something to do with taking pictures or making videos. Where this person was trying to make it hard for you to connect with other people, they're actually end up doing the opposite. They're going to pave the way so you can connect with other people through your photos, through your videos. Okay, something about that might be very significant. Okay, something about photos and videos that you're taking. It's like proof of something. Okay, and it's going to bring some light to something that you're doing. I'm hearing proof. Proof. It's going to bring proof to who you are, proof of where you were, proof of who you're around. That's what I'm hearing. It's proof. So something that you're filming, something that you're taking pictures of, is going to be proof. Yes. And this person, you know what I'm hearing? This person is going to think that you were better at the game than they were. Remember I was telling you about two politicians, right? The one that argues the best, the one that comes off as more confident. We just automatically assume because they're so confident that they're right, right? This person is going to assume that you know how to play the game and you played the game better than they did. And that's the only reason why you won. No, the concept that you never even played their game is not even going to be something that they can even accept. Okay, like the fact that you won't even play their games, you won't even go down that level, you won't lower your vibration trying to explain anything to them or trying to use smaller words so they can understand you. Like, you're not even going to go there, right? The fact that you won't even do that, it's like they don't even understand it. They're just going to think that you knew how to play the game and you tricked them and you played chess better than they did, and that's it. And they don't even understand that you didn't even play this game. You're not even playing this game. You're at a whole other ball field. You're like, yes, you're somewhere else. Like this person, you're not even on the same page with this person, Y'all are not even in the same category. Like this person doesn't understand that y'all are not the same, but they want to put it as though that y'all are the same. In order for y'all to compete, you have to be in the same, usually if you're like doing like weight wrestling, right? They go by your weight. How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? They don't put like somebody who's 200 pounds fighting somebody who's 100 pounds. No, you have to be at the same level, right? So this person thinks that the competition that was going on, or the perceived competition that they saw between you, meant that the two of you were the same. Y'all could not be anywhere near each other as the same, on the same page or anything like that. Like they don't even understand. They're not even in your league. They're like They're like way, way, way down there, and you're like way, way, way up here. And like where they are now is like somewhere that you used to be, maybe back in high school, or yeah, first year of college, maybe, something like that, right? So this person doesn't seem to understand. They're not going to understand. And what's going to happen here is this person's going to come back around trying to play this game again. And I see this being a repeated negative thing going on with this person over and over again, because they feel like they're going to have to outsmart you to win, because it's a game to them. It's a weird game. That's all it is. Just a really weird game. So now I'm hearing like this person's going to be living on the edge, or feeling like they're on the edge all the time because they're so stressed out because they couldn't figure you out. And it's them, it's their whole way of thinking. Anyways, Aries, thank you for joining me. I hope this helps you out knowing what's going on behind closed doors, what people are in, their intentions are, what's going on with people. This person is definitely talking about you, so, and it's basically they're trying to get advice of how to pull you down, or how to maneuver you in such a way. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Anyways, catch me in the next one, guys. Y'all take care. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Catch me in the next one. Bye bye, guys.